Our topic for today is client script. Okay. Client scripts are bits of JavaScript. That is executed on the form. Client scripts are piece of JavaScript is executed on the form. Guys, JavaScript plus guide user plus guide form. Okay. So we will write JavaScript. We will write JavaScript plus glide user plus glide form in the client scripts. Not only JavaScript. Not only JavaScript. JavaScript plus glide user plus glide form. We did discuss about JavaScript. We did discuss about glide user. We did discuss about glide form as well. Okay. On the client side, client scripts are piece of JavaScript that is executed on the form in the client side. Hmm? Okay. In the client scripts, we will use JavaScript, glide user, glide form. So there are actually four types of client script: unload client script, unchange client script, unsubmit client script, answer edit client script. Okay. There are four types of client scripts: onload client script, on change client script, on submit client script, and on edit client script. This onload client script will run every time when the form gets loaded. Every time when the form gets loaded. Clear, right? This we have already seen. In this onload client script, we have written glide user, glide form. Hmm? On change client script. Every time you change the value in a particular field. So if you go to the form, okay, if you go to the form, Here on the form, let me just open shipping case form. In the shipping case form, in the color field, whenever I am changing the color value, now I change it to John Steel. From John Steel to Abdul Kalam. So I am changing the value here, right? I am changing it to Alin. So every time when I change the value in the particular field, this is on change. On load means every time when the form is loaded, on load. Every time when you change the value on a particular field, that is a on change. Okay, on the form load, the client scripts will run. On the field value change, the on change client script will run. Okay. Every time when you submit the form in the sense here, whenever you try to submit the form, the on submit client script will run. Okay. Every time when you try to submit the form, now you submitted, right? The on submit client script will run. Again now I am submitting. This time again it will run. Now I am submitting again. This time it will run. Every time when you try to submit the form, the on submit client script will run. Hmm? Okay. Now the final one, on cell edit client script. On cell edit client script. Every time when you change value in a particular field, from list. So these three client scripts will work on form. On load, on change, on submit will work on form. On cell edit client script will work only on the list. List in the sense, guys. Okay, list in the sense shipping case list. So in the list, this is list. This on cell edit client script will work only on the list. It will not work on the form. So every time when you change the color value from list, on change means from form. On change means from form. Every time when you change the value, color value from the form, the on change client script will run. Every time when you change the color value from the list, on selected client script will run. On selected client script will only work on the form. I will only work on the list. It will never work on the form. Is that clear? We will see how exactly this onload client script is working, how exactly the on change client script is working, how exactly the on submit client script is working, and how exactly the answer client script is working. We'll be discussing in detail. Okay. So as you all know, we have seen onload client script. In the onload client script, we can use JavaScript plus glide user plus glide form. Right click, configure client scripts. We already created one client script, right? This one. Okay. Okay. We can open this one, or else we can create a new one. Okay. So here I am writing JavaScript where where logged in user is equal to this is a JavaScript variable. Equal to is an assignment operator. So in this assignment operator, I am actually using id user g underscore user dot get full name. That means current logged in user full name is this one. Uday Kishore Gadiparthi name I am storing in this particular JavaScript, that is actually a string data type. Getting my point? Let me write alert. Alert. We will also see type of. So I am able to use JavaScript plus glide user. I can also use JavaScript plus glide user plus glide form also. So this onload client script will run every time when the form gets loaded. I am now loading the form. So what is it telling? String data type. String data type. If you remove type of here, it will give you the value. The data type is very important, guys. It is giving me Uday Kishore Gadiparthi. Every time when the form gets loaded, the onload client script will run. See, use cases and all we'll be discussing separately. For now, we will understand what are client scripts, how many types of client scripts are there, and each client script at what time. Onload client script every time when the form gets loaded. Now again now you can see I am just opening the shipping case form from here. Now I am opening the shipping case form from here. When I open the form gets loaded, right? Onload client script will run, right? Okay. So similarly, I am just opening the list here. So it is a list, right? It is a list. It won't run. When I click on this form will be loaded again, the onload client script will run. So that means every time when the form gets loaded, the onload client script will run. Okay. Okay. I'm just deactivating this one. This is a shipping case form. In the shipping case form, whenever I change the value on a caller field, on change client script will run. So particularly on change of caller, remember on caller field value change only the unchange client script should run. I am creating a unchange client script here. On change on which field? Caller field. So on which field you are changing the value, that field you have to select. You are changing the value on the caller field, right? That is why you selected caller here. And also, if you closely observe here, a script is pre-populated here. Okay. These are called on-change client script parameters. These are called on-change client script parameters. Okay. This condition we'll discuss it in some time. These are on-change client script parameters. Okay. Fine. After the if condition, after the if condition, I am using JavaScript variable where number is equal to g underscore form dot get value u underscore number. Okay. I'm writing an alert. Okay. So every time when you change the value, the script will be executed. Now I didn't change any value, right? Now I am changing the value to some different name. John Steele. I'm unchanging line script. The number value is 0001120. Again, I am changing the value here. Abdul Kalam. I'm unchanging line script. The value is this one. This is this one. Every time when you change the value, the unchanged line script is running or not. Hmm? Okay. So now I am changing this field to category. Every time when you change the value on the category field, the script will run, not on the color. If you change the color value, nothing will happen. If you change the category value, the unchanged line script will run. I am changing the value. Did anything happen? Every time when I change the color category value, the unchanged line script has run. Clear, right? Okay. So in the unchanged line script, there is a condition here. There is a condition, if condition. Okay, there is a condition here. What it does? What it does? Okay, I'll explain you. So by default, unchanged line script also work on onload as well. By default, unchanged line script can also work as onload as well. That means unchanged line script can work as onload and unchanged both. So as this condition is written here, this will not work on onload. If I remove this one, if I remove this condition, this unchanged line script will work as onload client script. This unchanged client script will work as unchanged client script, both. Getting my point? This onload client script work on every time when the form gets loaded, right? This unchanged client script also will work as onload client script. It will also work as unchanged client script. So I am just saving this one. I am just refreshing the form. Now you can see unchanged client script is working on onload or not. Unchanged client script is working on onload or not. Now again I am changing the value here. It is working on unchanged also, right? The client script, the unchanged client script by default will work on onload also. Because of this condition, because of this if condition, it is not working on onload. When you remove that condition, it will also work as onload client script. It will also work as on-change client script. Hmm? Clear, right? Okay. I am just refreshing this one. Again, the on-change client script worked as onload. Now I am changing the value here. When I change the value, the on-change client script has run. In the on-change client script, there are some parameters. On-change client script parameters: control, old value, new value, is loading, is template. Okay, we will see them. Okay. So control, old value, new value, is loading, is template are 5 parameters on-change client script parameters. See, first thing you have to remember is every time when you change the value on a particular field, the on-change client script will run. Okay. On-change client script will also work on onload by default. Because of that condition, it will not work on the onload. When you remove that condition, it will work on the onload also. Okay. So these 5 are actually on-change client script parameters. First, we are actually discussing about control. So control on category field. Okay. Control on category field. So this category field color you want to change. This category field color you want to change. This category value color you want to change. Background color you want to change. Getting my point? So this is a HTML object, guys. Control, this field is a HTML. Use Control Shift I. Okay. This object you will get it using using control. I'll show you that. You will get this object. In this object, how many elements are there? So we have these many elements are there. Okay. We have these many elements are there. This is label. Okay. This is actually a category. This HTML object you will get it using control. Okay. Old value, new value means here hardware is now new value. If I change it to software, software is new value, hardware is old value. Software is now new value, hardware is old value. Enquiry is now new value, software is old value. If I change it to database, database is now new value, enquiry is the old value. So here in the on-change client script, control means the field HTML object. That HTML object is used to change the field color, field background color, to change the field font, font size, font color, font style. For those things, we will use control object, control parameter. Old value means whenever you change the value, what was the old value? That old value is this one. What is the new value? That is this one. When the form is loading, this is loading will be true. I'll show you that. Let me refresh this one. This is object HTML select element. This category HTML object, you will get it here. Getting my point? Old value is empty. New value is also empty. Is loading is true. Now the form is loading, right? Now the form is loading, right? Then is template is false. Then we'll discuss is template now. So I'm just refreshing this one. HTML object, old value is empty, new value is empty, is loading is true. Now because the form is loading and is template is false. Now I am just changing the value here. HTML object, old value is empty, new value is actually enquiry. Is loading is false. Now the form is not loading, right? Is loading is false. Hmm? Is loading false. Is template also false. Now you can see again. Now I am loading the form now. Unchange client script is running on onload. Control, old value, new value. Is loading is true now. If you see here, control, old value, new value. Is loading false. Is template false. Okay. In the unchanged client script, we don't use control object. We don't use control parameter. 99.99% you don't use it. You will be using old value, new value, is loading. Rarely you will be using is template. So these four are clear, right? And the fifth parameter is template. So guys, here we are entering the values manually here, right? We are entering the field values manually here, right? Hmm? Now what I am doing is I am creating a template software. Click on these three dots, more options. Toggle template bar. Click on this plus icon, create a new template. So name I am giving as template 30. Remember the name of this template, template 30. So in the template 30, active true, assigned to is this one, assignment group is this one, color is this one, category is this one. Okay. Description is from template. So I have actually provided all these values. I am creating a template that is actually template 30. Okay. Just refresh the form now. Now you can see guys, this category value I am not actually entering manually. I am not selecting manually. Once I click on this template here, the field values will be set automatically. I am clicking on this template, template 30. This is the one that we created. Click on this one. You can see unchanged client script is running. Old value, new value is software. Is loading false. Is template true? Because when the value is coming from the template, is template will be true. When the value is coming, when you are entering the value manually, it will be false. When you are entering the value manually, it will be false. When you are entering the value from the template, it will be true. You can see hmm, the field value, category value is entered from the template or not. I'm just removing this one. This template is true. Now this category value is coming from the template. Template 30 applied. Clear? So when it comes to the unchanged client script, you have to remember this point that unchanged client script also work on onload when you remove the condition. See, what is that condition? See, if is loading or new value equal to empty, then return. This is the line. This is the condition. So what this condition is doing, if the form is loading or if the selected value, new value means selected value. If the selected value is empty, stop the script execution at the third line. Return means stop the script execution at the third line. Don't run the further script. If the form is loading, don't run the further script. That is what this is about. If you remove this one, it will run on the form load and on change also. Hope the on change client script parameters are clear. Now we will discuss about on submit client script parameters. See, if you don't understand these fundamentals, even if I explain the use cases, that is of no use. So as for onload client script, there are no parameters. For on submit client script, there are no parameters. For on change client script, there are parameters. Okay, I am just writing an alert here. Okay, now I am trying to submit this one. Every time when I try to submit this one, the on submit client script is running or not. Every time when I try to submit this one, the on submit client script is running. Okay. So the final one, the on selected client script. In the on selected client script, there are parameters. Yes, before form submission, it is occurring. Yes, you are right, Saicharan. So on selected it on which field? I am selecting caller. Okay. In the on selected client script also, there are parameters, guys. 5 parameters. So let me write about it. Okay, on selected client script will never work on the form. It will work on the list. So if you change the caller value, do you think it will work? No. I've written on selected client script on caller field. It will work only on the list. This is list, right? Just refresh this one. I'm just changing the value here. I am on selected client script. System ID, old value, table name. Okay, old values, new value, the callback method. So in the on selected client script, there are 5 parameters. One is system IDs. System IDs means, guys, which record you are changing. This particular record you are changing, right? This record system ID, you will get it. There is system IDs, not system ID. System IDs, plural. So you can change the multiple caller values from the list at a time. You can use control. Okay. So you are changing the 3 records, right? 3 record system IDs it is giving. Second one is table name. What is our table name? U underscore shipping underscore case. These are old values. And a new value in the callback function. Callback function we'll be discussing separately. So here system IDs means which records caller values you are changing, those record system IDs you will get here. System IDs, plural. Table name. Old values. In the on-change client script, you have old value. Here you have old values. Plural. Why we have system IDs? Why we have old values here? We can change multiple records caller values at a time from the list. That is why we have system IDs, we have old values. New value means there can be multiple old values. When you are changing it, there will be only one new value. See here, the old values here are actually three. Uday Gadiparthi system ID, Alisa system ID. New value that I am selecting here is Abraham Lincoln. Only one system ID. Okay, Ramesh I am selecting. So only one system ID. These are system IDs, table name, old values, and a new value. New value is actually Ramesh system ID. And the callback function. Regarding callback function, we'll be discussing in coming sessions. Okay. So this is actually about answered client script, guys. Okay. This is actually about answered client script. So in today's session, we did discuss about client script parameters. Sorry, types of client scripts. Each client script run at what time, and unchanged client script parameters and answered client script parameters we did discuss. Okay. Guys, I am preparing a good note on interview questions. After completing this training, if you revise these recorded sessions 2 to 3 times, if you go through those interview questions, easily you will get the job. Okay. Now I am actually unmuting everyone. Any questions from anyone, guys?
Yeah, Uday, from my side, from today's session, I have one doubt. Actually, we have used a new word template, right? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, are you able to hear me, Uday?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, actually, today I have listened some new word that is related to the template. In which scenarios we are using these templates? So, which scenario we are able to use these templates situation?
So templates means if you have to use the same details for
By
creating
default,
the,
right?
yeah, by default. By default means, see, you are creating a shipping case.
Okay.
You are creating a shipping case. Okay. So there are some common details. Regularly you will use those details. Category as software, subcategory as Linux, configuration item as this one. Okay. With all these details, right? No need to select every time. you will create one template. You will use the template.
Okay, template. I agree here. Yeah, same thing we are able to do with the client script also, right? I mean, this is also good way. But from the client script also, I'm able to do all these things while loading the screen if it is new form.
Okay. If you do it using client script, that is applicable to every employee, right?
Yes, yes, it's correct.
Okay. It is
Oh,
applicable to
okay, okay,
every employee. If you create a
okay,
template, if he want to use, he can utilize it. If he don't want to use, he can select it.
okay, okay. I understood now. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Hi, Uday.
And another small thing, Uday, that is related to the ACL.
Hmm.
I mean, actually, I have created the ACL for table level,
Hmm.
and I have provided. I have provided the permission for ITIL role
Hmm.
for read, create, and delete all those things.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, only ITIL role I have provided. But if you are coming to the farm level, if I am providing the ITL admin role,
Hmm.
is it farm level? At this ITIL admin able to access the farm level?
What do
I
you
didn't
mean?
provided the ITIL admin role for the table level.
See, Anil, record level, field level.
Yes, yes, it's correct. Uday. Yes,
Record level, field level.
yes.
If you grant a none, if you create a access control, read none. Okay, read
Okay,
table name none. If you give ITIL permission, he can see all the records, all the fields, only read. He can read it.
okay,
If you give write none permission, he can see all the records, all the fields, he can edit.
okay.
If you do create none, he can create all the records using all fields.
Yes,
If you use delete permission with none, he can delete all the records. Okay. Till this point it is clear, right?
yes, yes.
If you apply read star,
Yes,
he can see the
okay.
records, but he can't see the fields.
Yes, it's correct. Yes,
He can see the records, he can't see the fields. Okay.
okay,
If there is a star ACL, he can see the records. ITL person can see the records, but he can't see the fields. To see the fields, he must have star level field permission.
okay,
If he doesn't have star level field permission, star level ACL permission, he must have individual field permissions.
okay,
Okay. See, you will understand slowly if you go through the session 2-3 times.
okay.
Hmm?
Yeah, thank you, Uday.
Somebody is trying to ask me a question. Sai Charan.
Yeah, hi there. Actually, when I was going to glide user methods, I've seen two methods like get client data and set client data.
So get client data and put client data, those are actually not important things, guys. We won't use it at all. That is why I didn't explain those things.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay. So I'll tell you about it because those are actually to set the session parameters to get the session parameters. That is a different stuff. I'll tell you about it later. That those are not important. That is why I didn't cover. We don't use it at all.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and one more question. Like yesterday in glide form classes, we are using we are able to change on using change transcript, right? Like resolution information, we have made it hide when something is happening. The same case we did it in for UI policy also we did it, right? So
Hmm.
here my question is like we made a change, like it goes hidden using transcript. We made a script, it goes hidden. Like
Hmm.
when you give the resolution information, like when you give the state result, we have some parameters, mandatory parameters and resolution information section, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in that case, what happens for them?
So in the service now, the scripts will be executed in an order.
Okay.
The scripts will be executed in an order. First, whenever you open the form, the query business rules will run. Then display business rules will run. Those topics we are not yet covered. Then onload client script will run. After running the client scripts, then UI policies will run. First onload client script will run. Then onload UI policy will run. Then on change client script will run. Then on change UI policies will run. First, client scripts will be executed. After client scripts, UI policies will be executed. Whatever UI policy is doing, that will be the final result.
Okay, it's an order basically also.
Yeah. So in the client scripts also, you have 10 client scripts. Which client script should run first also, we can define using order field. In the client scripts, I will show you. In the client scripts, there is a field called order field. Okay. If you give 100 here, this will order with less number will run first. If I give 100, 200. So 100 will run. Script will run. 200 will run. Then if you give 50, this will run first. Order will with less number will be running first. If you give 25 here, this will run first. This one will run first. Later this one, then this one. So after running these client scripts, then UI policies will run. Getting my point? So there is an order of execution in ServiceNow. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So tomorrow we'll be starting the use cases, guys. Okay. Tomorrow we'll be starting the use cases. Okay, guys. Then we'll see you there in tomorrow session. Yeah. Yesterday there was no power here. That is why I couldn't connect. We may connect this Saturday. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you all.